Good morning, children. Welcome back to RV online class. So, in previous class, I explained you about the continents and oceans. In that continents, how they are, where they are situated, in which latitude and longitude. That all I told you. And then oceans, which is the biggest ocean and smallest ocean, and how many oceans are there. So these all things I told. Maybe I hope you remember. Once again, I'm saying there are 7 continents and 5 oceans are there. So now that lesson is over. Today I'm going to explain you about lesson number 5, climatic zones of the earth. Okay, climatic zones of the earth. So here we are going to study about the climatic zones of the earth. In previous class I told about the continents. That all things I told, is it? So now about the climate. How is the climate? About that we are studying on earth how is the climate. So here we know that one day we feeling hot, one day we feeling normal, one day cold, like this. So this is the changes of the climate or weather. So here why it will happen, how it will happen, that all we are going to study. So here this is because the weather of a place means that any place of weather that changing every day. Is it climate? It is going on, okay, according to the season wise. But weather, according to that time, sometimes it is nice weather, sometimes it is too hot weather. So like this, it is changing according to that particular that place, its condition. Okay. So here the type of weather and the sunlight reaching on the earth, it changes the during that time when the sunlight is coming on the earth. According to that, the weather is changing. Sometimes it receiving more sunlight, so the weather is hot, and sometimes it is cool. So here difference, it will different. How means according to that means how the climate is there. According to that, weather also changing. So here whole year, months have some months, 12 months are there. Is it in 12 months? According to that, seasons also. Is it no? So like that here seasons are there. So here you already know that the movement of the earth around the sun on its orbit is caused the seasons. Before in previous class I told you. So here this earth, it before I have told, once again I'm saying you, listen it. So the movement of the earth on its orbit around the sun, then it causing the seasons. Only on its axis is turning, it starts only day and night. Is it? So like this it will cause the seasons. So here India explains all the major seasons. Here in India, we are experiencing all the major seasons. So which are they? Everyone you know? Is it children? Yes. First summer season, winter season, then monsoon, then autumn, then spring season. These are seasons we are explaining. Means we are know that always it will coming one by one by one. Is it no? So here the weather condition here present in the large over a long period means it is long period where the weather is continuously going on means maybe cool, maybe hot. So that is called the climate. Okay. So that region have a that hot climate or cool winter climate, like this we can say continuously that weather is continuously maybe hot or cool it will going on this. Then again here we say the climate of the region determine the means vegetation of the area means the climate depending on climate. For example here in our place when rainy season, then at that time our vegetation is means greenery. Forest is very nice green. But how the little bit winter is started, then little bit that greenery stop and it will turn in yellow color. Then when summer will start, full it will dry. Is it like this? So it is affecting on the vegetation also. Then the life of the people living in that region means according to that climate or weather, according to that place. So where the people are living, their clothes and food, eating habits and houses, it is also depending upon the climate they have a different. For example here we are wearing because we facing more hot because South India it is near to equator, we have the temperate zone. So here we are wearing little bit thin cloths, and our food style also different. But comparing here to North India, they're facing too much cold because they are near to Himalaya, means snow area. So they are wearing the very thick cloths, means they are wearing the sweaters, other warm cloths, and their food style also change. Their houses also change. Our style also change. So according to the climate, according to that area, here changing living style and everything. Okay, so this is the climate. Then now weather and the climate. About this I told, weather means just 1 day or 2 day it will stay. Climate means continuously long it will go. So that is the climate. Now factors place. Here factor, it affecting the climate of the place. The climate, here pattern of no two places equally in whole earth, this world. Here two places not have same climate. It is changing. So here scientists, they studied several factors in order to understand these all things, but it is not, because here climate is not same, because our earth is moving slowly. So which part is facing the sun, that part is the day, which part is not, it is the night. So weather and climate, it is not same. Now on orbit also, when earth is moving, at the time also which part is facing the sun, that part is receiving the summer season, means that part is experiencing the summer season, other part is the winter season, like this. Means here two part or two at a time, any continents or any place, they not facing the same climate here. That is also one factor. This is the different factor. Then again, the distance from the equator line. Here the distance from the equator line. This is the equator. Here, which places are from the far or little bit near? So this is the equator line, middle line, is it? Okay. So this one, it experiences little bit cool. Equator experience cooler climate. This is because place near, means near the place equator receives direct sunlight, is it? Then therefore experience hot climate. Means here sunlight, I will show that. Its sun rays are coming directly on this. Here slanty. This side it will come slanty, but here is the direct coming. Is it? Direct sun rays are coming. Means sunlight is coming. So here the place from further, means here which place is near or on the equator line, that place is the facing hot climate. Which is the far? Here this is the far place. Is it little bit far? It is. These places receiving less sunlight. It means that place is cooler comparing to equator line. Understood? Okay. So here which place is far from the equator line, means they experience the cool. Those are on the equator line, they experience the hot climate. Okay. Here, place away from the equator receives slanty sun rays. Means sunrise. Here, sorry, once again, sunlight. So here, which are the far from the sun? Here, equator line, it is the dark. Okay, this is the equator, and these are the direct rays coming. It is too hot, is it? But here, which part is getting the less sunlight? They are the cooler, means they are not hot, means they are receiving the less sunlight, means hotness. Then again here, means this is the, here for example, which places are coming in the equator line, means continent, they receiving the hot, means hot climate. But whereas comparing this and here, Antarctic, it is too cool. Why? Means here not coming the sunlight. Okay, so that's why here throughout the year and tropic of rainfall also here, and this place means here Antarctic here is not receiving the sunlight whole year. Some time only it will receive, but it is too covered full of the snow. Okay, and tropic forest here they receiving the more hot and wet because it is coming in equator line, and equator line means whole day it is too hot. Then at night they receiving the rainfall. So by this way, here this which places are coming the near equator, that all places are hot and wet. Okay. Then altitude. Here altitude of a place also affect its climate. Location at a higher altitude have cooler temperature. Here means air altitude it is how means how much it will going higher it is hot. Then again here means cooler temperature, how much it will moving up and up in the altitude. Then here hilly area have a cooler climate. Where is the hilly place? Ghats, that all are the cool climate. Whereas the plain area, there are it will increase climate. Means here, as the highest increase, the air becoming thinner, result in that means in a moderate climate. Here means that how it will increasing up and up, the air is becoming the thinner. When it is not flowing as like now here in middle places like that. So here, for example, our hill station like Nainital. This hill station Nainital has cooler summer, is it? In summer, it is receiving the cool weather, means temperature, climate. So it is the cool at a higher altitude. It is coming in higher altitude. Then the place that are located at higher altitude received snowfall and remain covered with snow even during the summers also. Whereas the higher altitude, they are receiving the cooler in summer also. Means it is high and there is air is going on. That air it will become the thicker. So it is not moving more here and there. So then it will started more becoming the snow, and that will become the cooler. Then the distance, okay, that over. Now the distance from the sea. From the sea level, distance, how here? So, in another important factor that determine the climate of a place, here, what is that? Means the distance of the sea, how it will giving that. Okay, so here oceans heat up and cool down much more slowly than land. Here ocean, it will heating up more, then again it will cool down comparing to land. Okay, so here, therefore, place near the sea experience a moderate climate, and places inland experience an extreme climate. Means which places are near the sea, they are getting the moderate climate. Means not hot, not cold, which are the near the sea. Okay, so remaining little bit far away from the sea, they are getting the extreme climate, means hot climate. They are getting the hot climate. So while places located far above from the sea, like Delhi, it is the far above the sea, is it? It is not near the sea. This Delhi. So we have extreme climate here. Its climate is extreme. Oceans and seas regularly the climate of the areas around them by absorbing the sun rays. Here, this means which are the near to sea. That water on when the sunlight is coming on the water, that water it will become the hot and then giving the hot air or wind. So according to that, the climate it will become the moderate, hot also, cool also. But above from the sea level, so that receiving the more heat because they not have any near the any water bodies near them. So here during the day the land heated up fastest means then the sea, means here the land sea. So here when sun is coming on the earth, its sun rays are coming on the earth, then earth it will become slowly hot. Is it? Morning time it will be cool, it not have hot. But how the time is coming more that morning to noon, then evening, then it is too hot. That land, earth it will become the too hot comparing to the water bodies. Means here water is not becoming too much fast hot. again it will become the cool means moderate, it is not becoming too hot. Okay, so like this it will happen. Then hot and being lighter than the cooler air, cold air. So here earth, it is become the hot when air is blowing, hot air only coming. But when in near the sea, water bodies near the sea, when the air is blowing, at the time that water will become the cool, and that air also coming with that little bit hot and cool, not fully cool or not fully hot. Then it will become the moderate. Okay. So here, this method or this is cooler air from the sea rushed into fell the welcome over the land. So this is coming cooler sea from the sea. That air is blowing and coming on the land. So it is called the sea breeze. Means from sea it will coming that water air blowing into the water. So it is called the sea breeze. Means cool and moderate that wind or air. Okay, it goes as an offshore feel means offshore gently weather, means that weather it will change. Is it near the sea in noon time? Little bit hot air is blowing, but morning means morning time, early morning and evening time that breeze means sea breeze is coming. So that is generally wind, means nice wind coming. Okay, as night falls, the except opposite that means that land means land air is blowing means cool at night, but daytime it is hot land means earth. So it blow hot air and it will be receiving the hot air only. But from the sea it is cool coming. Okay, cool down faster than the sea. This land means here as night falls, the except of means here earth it will become at night cool. Is it as faster as the sea? So it will be blowing the cool air. The warm air above the sea rises and cooler here from the land rush in places here. Is it? Means here air is blowing. It is called the land breeze. Means from land, here is the water. From water is air coming means water is little bit hot in noon time. So it coming with that means how it will come here, little bit hot air is blowing. Then how it will coming far, then it will become the moderate, not hot, not cold. Okay. But from the land, this is the water, and here land, morning noon time it will become hot, and in night and morning time it will become the cool. So when air is blowing from here, it will come in cool air, but at noon time it will hot, too much hot. Why? Means land it will become too hot in noon time. Is it? So here the changes of this land and water bodies. So here it is called the land breeze, and here sea breeze. Okay, so this one, the direction of wind also affects the climate here. When direction of wind means when wind is blowing, its direction, its change means that place weather is changed. Sometimes different type of winds may be hot, may be cold, so humid or dry, so have different effect on the climate. So it means here when wind is here, wind is blowing, so that climate it will change the weather. For example, in summer season, wind is blowing, then slowly it will be coming from the sea level, then it will slowly it will turn its hotness and it will come the wet, means nice air is blowing. Then weather it will become change, means nice weather we are getting. Is it? If summer in summer season, suddenly clouds are coming, more cloudy, wind is blowing at that time, wind it will come very nice and then we feeling wow what a nice. Is it not? So like this wind also changing the weather and climate. Okay, means weather. Monsoon's wind decrease the temperature. Here monsoon wind it will decrease the temperature. In monsoon season, wind is blowing means the temperature it will again it will become down. Means if for example 25 degree is there, then it started wind more means it will go 20 or 15 like this, means too cool. But whereas when summer, wind will start, means there also little bit degrees or hot, means hot place it will blowing, means again we feel hot, okay, like that. Here leading to humid and rain, while desert or dry winds also. Here when wind is blowing slowly, then it will change in the climate, means weather here, maybe desert area, dry area, that all places become the hot. Other places it will decreasing the temperature, but whereas the hot places, there again it will becoming the hot only. For example, in desert area, is it because that area is hot, wind is blowing hot, means again it will hot only like this. Winds that blow from hot place increase the temperature. Is it? When it will blowing from the cold place, it will decrease. In when hot place, it will increase the temperature like this. So, for example, Rajasthan, sorry, Rajasthan, so make it's hot wind, means it receives the hot. Then again Delhi also hot in summer because it is too far from the sea level, is it? So in summer season when a wind is blowing, means they receive the hot only. If near the sea or other cool places in summer, winter season they are in, for example Delhi. In winter season wind is blowing, means again it will decrease. In summer season it will wind is blowing, means it will increase only because that area is like that. In winter it is too cool, in winter it is too hot, is it? So and the winds from the Himalaya make the city cooler in winter. Here this Delhi, I told you that place is situated like that place. It not have near the sea level, but it is near the Himalaya. So that's why in winter season, when air is coming from the Himalaya, that wind will bigger, maintaining that Delhi cool. But in summer season, when wind is coming more, maybe from that side till here it will reach, means until that it will become the hot, because land it will become hot from the sunlight. So here it will receive the hot season. So like this here, depending upon the wind and the climate. If the climate is hot, then wind is blowing, means it will increasing the degrees, means for example 30 degrees there means hot, it will become 32 degree like this. In winter season, in winter climate, if a wind is blowing, means then it's for example 25 degrees there, winter season is, it will come 20 or 22 like this. So it means weather will change like this according to the climate. So here I have explained you about the factors affecting the climate of a place here. Okay, so in this lesson, once again I am repeating you, lesson number 5, climatic zones of the earth. Okay, so here in this weather and the climate compulsory will going on continuously, okay, for 4 months. Then weather, when in climate time weather suddenly it will change, blowing the air more, suddenly a little bit cloudy it will happen, then weather will change, little bit cool or hot according to the climate. So here factors affecting the climate of a place. Here the factors, what are the factors? I told you factors, altitude, then distance from the sea level, distance from the equator line, then again different, what you said that, again far from the sea level means distance from the sea level or equator, then direction of the wind also, with the wind from where, which direction it will blow. According to that, if that wind is blowing from the sea level, then it will come in the nice wind, cool wind. If it is coming up above from the sea level, then it getting the hot wind. Means according to that blowing of the direction of the wind, our weather, means weather also depending on that how the wind is blowing. Okay, according to that weather also changing it, hot or moderate or cool like this. So by this way, here it will affecting. So these are the points I explained you. In next class, I will explain you climatic zone of the earth again. Here factors affecting the earth, factors affecting the climate of a place. Is it? In next class, I will explain you about climatic zone of the earth, and in that what are coming that points. Okay. So I hope you understood, children. Okay. Thank you. God bless you. Stay home.